Hi, I'm Bri Ekpo, influencer and content creator. I live in the UK and I'm currently on a journey of building my retirement home back in Nigeria. I don't know about you, but I always worry about security when I send money back to Nigeria. With the World Remit app, however, I never feel anxious. I use it to send Naira to my own accounts as I am building my retirement home in Nigeria. And it is so safe and reliable. This app really makes me and my family feel safe. The best thing about it is knowing that security is their number one priority. I know that World Remit is registered with all the relevant authorities and has a very secure transfer process, unlike some other transfer services out there. You can send Naira directly to a bank account in Nigeria, knowing that my money and ultimately my future is always safe. It's priceless, to be honest. Download the World Remit app today from the App Store or Google Play Store and install it in quick, very simple instructions and start sending money to Nigeria today. Remember to use my discount code on the screen now. Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hey, beautiful people. Anybody home? The live chat is not loading. I don't know why. Is anybody online? Can you guys hear me? Please say hi. I don't know why the live chat is not loading. I hope this computer is not going to give me any problem. Hey. Okay, I'm saying hi now. Mona Lisa, thank you. Kechi, hi. Kukwa, good evening. Welcome. Okay, I can see the live chat now. Thank you, everyone. Maureen, hi. Thank you so much. My member, God bless you. Good evening. Welcome, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon. I throw away salutes. How are we, Re? Compliment of the season. Christmas is coming very quickly. Thanks to everybody that has given this live stream a thumbs up even before I started. I realized that some people already gave a thumbs up. Thank you, Esther. Esther Aruna. Where are you from? That name sounds like somebody who's from my area. Aruna. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. This is our second show since I came back. Welcome, everybody. Give us a thumbs up if you have not yet done that. I need to change that Word Remit promo. I should change it to something else, because I said there that I was on a journey of building my retirement home in Nigeria. It's built now, or it's bought now, so I think I need to change it. A lot of people have been asking me some questions. Some people have been sending me emails to say that I should give them the info. I'm very, very careful not to share information that will come back to come and bite me in my butt. So I'm just saying no to that. Thank you, Christiana. It's nice to be back. I don't buy them, Junior. I don't buy them. So I need to change that. I'll try and record another short video. It's just that it makes it easier for me to just play that instead of having to announce it all the time. Yeah. How are they? When I see the weather, if you see the weather, this is one of the reasons why I don't like winter. I went out today around 3:30. It wasn't quite 3:30. It was just some few minutes past 3, maybe about 11, 12 minutes past 3. Everywhere was already dark. It was like midnight already. In my mind, I was like, oh my God, what is this? It's raining, it's so wet, it's dark, and everybody is miserable. People are usually very miserable during winter. The weather is just, weather is not palatable at all. Welcome, everybody. So we're just going to jump into this. I'm not going to make it a long one because I'm still in my holiday mood. I'm still in my holidays mode, so I'm just trying to get back to, you know. So we're just gonna make it quick, 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 quick. For now, I think it's easier. Um, so tonight, what do we want to talk about? I want to talk about this couple. Let me put their picture up there. I did try to I don't know what's happening. I did try to upload it on social media, but it was not working. I'm not sure what the problem is. It's about this couple that we want to talk about this night to Japa Diaries. Tonight we want to do Japa Diaries. This Japa thing is a real thing, no? People are continuing to Japa. Japa is still ongoing, but there are so many issues that people are bringing with them as they are coming to the abroad. They are bringing issues, a lot of issues. People keep making arguments that when people are happily married in Nigeria and they Japa within the first year of relocating, that marriages are breaking. But I always make the argument that it's not Japa that broke those marriage. Mm. Bro Patrick, sir. Good evening. You're welcome, sir. Please come, oh. You're welcome. The place is very peaceful. The estate is very, very quiet. It's very, very peaceful. It's perfect for retirement. Thank you. Yeah, I always make the case that most of those issues were things that they were there already. It's just Japa exposed everything. Okay, Japa is bringing most of the things that are already happening with marriages and relationships, is bringing it to the fore. That's the way I see it. That's my opinion. But a lot of people still believe that, oh, if people are in Nigeria, their marriages are stronger. I actually think that a lot of people, especially women, are jackpying because they are looking for opportunity to live. We heard the story of the woman the other day that chased the husband. What we not go see for this social media streets? On they said I did the story here where they said that they recently jackpot right in the airport. She took the children from him and told him, no more, I'm not doing again. That was really, really cold. But except you walk in someone else's shoes, you can't really judge them. Jackpot is what is exposing everything. Somebody has registered as a Kenya PC bishop again. I'm keeping my eye on you. I hope you behave yourself. I don't know how many Kenya PC bishop. You are the weapon and the principality that is fashioned against this platform. I keep blocking. As long as you behave yourself, no wahala, we no go fight. But if you start causing wahala, you go chop block. Simple. So, Jackpa is exposing a lot of things. The truth is that a lot of all these marriages are already shaking. That's my own personal opinion, that they're already shaking in Nigeria. There are a lot of issues. So this couple that you are seeing here, this woman, is a story that I want to talk about. Let me jump into it quickly. Somebody called Owoeye, Alex Adekunle was the one that announced it and said that this is to officially announce the painful exit of my dear sister, nurse. She's a nurse. So I'm thinking she got a job in Nigeria. You know, they recruit quite a lot from abroad because they're always having shortages of healthcare workers in the abroad. Her name is Taiwo Morani KG, and she was married to a man called Abodunde David Olubumi. They are from Akpoti, Ekiti. That's the husband. This is the husband, right? And according to Suffolk, where they were living, Suffolk police in the UK, an available document record sent to the family by email and the direct conversation with the UK police after thoroughly conducting investigation. Despite the fact that he was caught in the act, the husband, David, is the one that was held responsible. You already know what happened. Delete on life, the woman. And this person called Alex said, my sister, so the husband is the one held responsible for unliving my sister. And for the children, they are currently being taken care of by the UK Social Services. On this note, I want to tell the entire members of Uweye's family to stay calm, though this is painful, as justice will be served to this man in due course. Be rest assured, I want to thank the UK government, Detective Peter, Amy, and the hired investigators, as well as the Nigerian Embassy London for their professionalism. So it seems like this thing happened not recently, because the details that the family member is giving us now makes us to understand that it's something that they've been investigating. So it seems like something that may have happened maybe a few weeks or a few months ago. And all I said to my mom, so the mom is alive. Though this is an irreplaceable loss, please take heart. Though not easy, it's only God that can console you divinely. To the entire Amuludun dynasty, please, no to derogatory post. Calm down as we await his trial in the court in the UK. Thanks for your understanding. Owoeye Adekunle G for the family. Now, wow, Ekiti people, all the way from Naija, a nurse with 3 children. You can see the picture. That's the picture on the left there of the 3 children. They've just covered their faces to protect their identity. And the post on Linda Ikeji says that photos of a Nigerian man and his wife who allegedly unlived shortly after they relocated to the UK emerges as the family mourns her. 3 children have been made motherless after their father allegedly unlived their mother just months after they relocated to the UK. It was disclosed that the woman had obtained a restraining order. That's where I was going to. She obtained a restraining order against him, against her husband, yet he got access to her and still did what he wanted to do. So that's to tell you that all these pieces of paper, sometimes they cannot keep people safe 100%. APC Bishop, warning number 1, be careful. There is no particular place in the UK that black people and white people stay. They share UK into 2, say white people they here, black people they here. You're always distracting. Who told you black people don't stay in Suffolk? Is there anywhere black people don't stay? I beg. So she obtained a restraining order against him. So that is just to tell you that if you are going through something, because where I'm going with this is that people might say, oh, it's because they came back to the UK. Mama Jojo, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to take Ekene out very soon. Let me give him the benefit of doubt one more time. People might say, oh, it's because they come to the UK. That's why she's empowered. The law is on her side. She was able to use the police. She was able to do this. Okay. But there's an eyewitness who said that they know this couple from Nigeria, right? And this is what the eyewitness said. Let me just read it very quickly. Before I wanted to talk a little bit about that restraining order. And this person called UC said, yes, I know this family. While in Nigeria, it was always DV from the man, yet she stayed. When I say that Nigerian women would rather buy than live a marriage, I think it don't declare small to some people when no believe when they talk them. You don't declare small. Thank you, CC. I got them from Nigeria. I decided to get frames from Nigeria because they are way cheaper. Way cheaper. So I got some. Yeah. Nigerian marriage, the average Nigerian married woman would rather buy than leave a marriage, even a marriage that is putting her at a very big risk, whereby her life is not even safe. It's just something that, culturally, you think about it, religious background and all that. Yeah, it's just something that is difficult. It's very, very difficult for Nigerian women to do. Very, very difficult. But I think the awareness is there now, and social media is exposing a lot of things. People are creating awareness. These conversations that we're having all the time, talking, and the exposure. People have the information. Again, it's not easy to use the information to act, because they will think of a lot of things. We discuss this over and over here. You think about, what will people say? How can I live my marriage? 3 children. Who will want me again? But they don't think about their own lives. They don't think about, you need to be alive for you to actually be married. Hmm? People that are 6 feet under, they know they marry. The average Nigerian woman does not think that. And you know what? The thing that really broke my heart in this matter is not even, apart from the fact that it's a very, very, one of those, again, sad stories, is the reaction on social media. The way, if you see the reaction, what people were saying on the post, is heartbreaking. What the kind of comments, there was no empathy. Generally, social media is soulless. I think that a lot of people on social media, even the one that you go to their profile, they will tell you that they are Jesus' child, they are a child of God, God first, this, that. If you see the kind of things that they post, it's just so, people without soul. It's amazing what people can do when they feel like nobody knows them, when they can hide. So the kids are taken by social services, which is normal here. Uh yeah. I think somebody is saying something. Queen is saying the lady is a twin. The twin brother called Yinka and said he's been putting his hands on her from Nigeria, and they thought he would change when he got to the UK. She should have left him in Nigeria. Yeah. People don't change because they change environment. It is who they are. They were blaming the wife, yes. Yvette. It's the wife they were blaming, no, on social media. People were blaming the wife. When they bring you people abroad, this is what you used to do. Assuming that, because to the average, all these lean-minded people, the way I see all these people on social media these days, you know how you want to go and buy beef? They will tell you some beef is lean meat. That's the way people with lean mind, their minds are lean. That's the way they think. They assume that is always, when there is Japa, is always the husband that brings the wife. But there are so many wives. In this case now, I'm sure she's the one that brought him because she's a nurse. Even if he was the one that brought her, nothing gives you the right to unlife another person. Nothing. There's no justification for it. And for women to think that, oh, because he's in the abroad now, he will change. Oh my God. My gender, please. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Location does not change people. This is who they are. If somebody shows you who they are, please believe them. Because they obtain a visa and they go on a plane and they jackpot to another country doesn't mean that overnight they will now change. Is there a transformation that happens in the airport whereby the person will now change and they will now oh God. No, it's the same person. Jackpot doesn't change anybody. And most times they would have finished doing what they want to do before their eye will come clear. So I was reading something about what this person said about them. I have not finished. Let me quickly go through that. Yeah, she thought it was going to change. She brought him to, they came to the UK together. And the person said, now it's too late. She's no more. Yeah. And the person was basically advising everyone out there that once a man, if they put their hands on you for the first time, they're going to keep doing it. Find a way to move out of that marriage. The lady is no more. It's the children I feel sorry for. R.I.P. Auntie Taiwo Abodunde. She's gone. Another woman down. Yes. People would justify the action. Yeah, they would justify their action. Whether he's the one that brought her, is the one that brought him, is irrelevant. Why is it that it's so difficult for some men? Not all, though, because I don't see any right thinking person that their head is still correct, that they can think. A sane human being. I'm not talking about people that are mad, though. I'm talking about people that are sane, that they still got their faculty working. And you will put yourself in this woman's position. This is your sister. This is your mother's child. And something like this will happen to her, and you'll be thinking of who brought who. Why she waited to come to the UK before she left him. You'll be justifying it. Why is it so difficult for some men to be able to put the blame where it belongs? This bro code that people are always doing, is it that deep? Bro code is above human code, life code. Eh? Someone said that she worked in the Lagos State University teaching hospital before she jackpot. Yeah. Maybe she was under the illusion that since there are rules in the abroad and there is police in the abroad and the system work, if something wants to happen, sometimes kayema muwa, it will be too late before the police will get there. So we had a young lady here the other day before I went to Nigeria. How many of you remember her story? Sarah, I think her name is Sarah, who is in Spain and came to share her story here with us before we left. Yes. I said I was going to give you guys the updates. So one of our therapists in the house has been following up, keeping in touch with her and everything. And what happened was that eventually, she went to social services. They told her, they asked her if she wanted to leave. She wasn't sure. She couldn't make up her mind, and then she went back home. She's been going back and forth. She went back to the house. And I think the husband, she said she has to tell her people, she has to tell her family that this is the plan. This is what she plans to do. Remember, the family has been trying to tell her to get out because it's just too much what she's going through, so that the man will not buy her. She told the family. Somehow the husband got to know about it. And then one day she said to our therapist that, the man said, it's not because of me. I don't want my children to suffer. I don't want you to leave. Please, you take the house. I'll leave the house for you. So he left the house. When the therapist told me that he had said, Sarah said that the man had left the house. This is a different story now. I don't know how many of you remember the story. I shared the story before I went away. I said to her, change the locks. If you are trying to run away from DV situation, if you share a house together, the first thing to do is to change the locks so that person does not have access to you, because they can come in while you are sleeping. The kind of risks that Nigerian women take, the kind of risk that they put themselves in. Now, I don't know what to say. It's almost like they think their life has a duplicate. I was thinking about it today, how women think that the only purpose why God created them to be on earth is for them to be wives and mothers. So that marriage thing, they carry it, they wear it like they wear it like a queen wears a crown. Nobody is saying that marriage is not good. But when you have to choose between your life and marriage, especially if you are a mother and you have children that you are responsible for, that you brought into this world is cold. This world is lonely. This world is a very wicked place. You brought children into this world. And now, your life, you are not sure. Because in my place, they used to say that it's not the day you plop pan kernel. You see that pan kernel? that they used to make red oil. It's not the day the people that climb the tree to cut it. It's not the day you pluck it that it gets ripe. Okay? I don't know how many of you grew up in the village. I grew up in the village, so I can tell you the process of making palm oil. It's not the day you pluck, it's a parable. It's not the day you pluck that palm kernel that it will be ripe. They need to pluck it and leave it for some time. The meaning of this parable is that it's not that day that you think, oh, it will never happen. It's not my portion. I reject it. I cancel it. You know, Nigerians, we know how to use spirituality to cover everything. It means that it's not that day. Sarah told us in that video that this Mongo Park was using her head to hit wall. Do you know what happened? So she now said that they gave her, when she did interview, they told her, she now told them the day she was going to go. She eventually, okay, so the man, if initially, she said the man left the house. The man left the house, then he now came back. He was angry with her, and then he put his hands on her again. I said, you think it's going to change? You keep thinking that an abuser will change. They never change. They never. I don't know how to say it again, other than in English language. If there's any other language I can use, a Mongo Park never changes. Never. This is who they are. And if somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Women, believe them. So, Sarah now went back to social services again and said she gave them a date. I think it was around November, early November. She said she wanted to leave. I wasn't talking to her at this point. It was the therapist that was dealing with her. Because there's a threshold to my patience. Especially when I see that somebody is deliberately putting themselves in a situation that can end up deleting them. She now told them that she was going to leave and so. They told her they were going to put her, they were going to give her accommodation, they will house her. You know the way the system works abroad. Social services said they will house her, they will put the children in school. They've already found a place for her to stay. She was telling the therapist that the place that they're going to give her is too far. That they don't have Nigerian food. I say, are you for real? Do you even know that you are fighting for your life? Sarah, I hope you are watching this, because this can be your story. Don't say I reject it. I know you're a Christian woman. You wrap your head. That wrapping of your head is not going to save you, because you are deliberately putting yourself at risk. So she was making all sorts of excuses, saying this, that. You can force a horse to the river. You cannot force the horse to drink water. Shebi, aye koni, emi koni, kokpe meji. It's only one life, only one spirit, only one body, only one soul. Once it's gone, it's gone. So I'm not trying to break your marriage. No. What will I gain from trying to end your marriage? I'm trying to save your life. Because we are talking about another person now. How many of these stories have we shared here? This is it. You look at them smiling. Can you see her? Did she know that that day was going to be the last day? That's why I said that parable to you, Pe. It is not the day that you pluck the palm kernel that it will ripe. It is a process. But you just wake up one day and you will see that the palm kernel is ripe and is ready. The people that are making the palm kernel will start cooking it. Do you know what Sarah did over the farm? Give us a thumbs up. I'm going somewhere. So Sarah now told them they were going back and forth. Eventually, they told her that this is the day. She told them this is the day she wants to move and all that. She moved. So the therapist came back and said to me, Auntie Bio, thank God, though, Sarah has finally moved. I said, how many for long? Thank God, at least. Even if you are going to go back, let there be a period whereby he will be forced to work on his temperament. He will not put his hands on you anymore. He will understand that this life is very, very fragile. That he can just delete you in a split second. Before I went to Nigeria and came back, the therapist sent me a message that this is what Sarah said. Sarah said that she was there. The place she's working to take the children to school is far. She was giving all sorts of, saying all sorts of annoying things. Bottom line is that she's back. Oh, they've already set her up in a place. They put her in a place. They were going to find her a job. She's going to start learning the language and everything. But she's back. She's gone back to the Mongo Park. We can't stop people. So what I'm saying is that look at her very well. Yes. Just take a good look at this lady. Oh. She was a nurse working in, somebody said that she was working in Lutz or somewhere in Lagos, right? Take a very good look at her and remember her name. Remember her face. Remember her children. Okay? Morenikeji, that's her name. Taiwo, she's a twin. Morenikeji. And if you are sitting in that position, you are listening to me now while I'm here shouting. When I should be resting now, I'm here shouting. Because human life matters to me. Human life actually matters. Your life might not matter to you, but it matters to me. It does matter. So if you are sitting there and you have a Mongo Park every day, he will come and beg. He will come and tell you, yeah, she was having, God bless you, being pay abro me. Bawoni, you remember, she was having severe headaches. I told her to go to the hospital to go and do scan. She should tell the social services that she's having severe headache. She's back to Mongo Park. Oh, she's gone back. So you think it's going to stop because you went to social services or because you tried to leave? It's never going to stop. It's never Mongo Park. This is who they are. They never stop. Never. So if you buy as a Mrs. because you rather be a Mrs. and you don't, you are terrified of the stigma, the shame, what people will say. Think about your life. Think about your children. Think about your children. Is marriage more important than life itself? The day God created you, did he create you as a wife? Or he put you on the face of this earth for a purpose? Person where you don't live life, self, they fulfill purpose for it. Person where you don't even marry. Somebody that is not married, do they not fulfill their purpose? Don't we know people in history that have fulfilled their purposes on life? They've left a mark on this world, made this world a better place, worked in their God-given purpose. Why is it that you want to buy? Because of Mrs. Why? Nigerian women, why? Morenikeji was going through this in Nigeria. She thought that coming abroad would change him. So she moved with her Mongo Park. That's him. Look at him. If you see them like this now, you see happy family. They are smiling. But behind that smile, there's a sadness. There is pain. There is hurt. There's regrets. So think about it. Oh, I'm not going to say much. It's up to you. Ẹni tó kú tí ẹ gbé o. Alààyè là ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Ẹni tó bá ti kú tí ẹ gbé. Once you are gone, you are gone. It's those who are alive that can still benefit from this topic, that can still learn a lesson that we are referring to. Even if they send this Mongo Park to prison, UK prison, he go there, he go even go school. He go acquire skills for there. And for UK prison, life imprisonment is not really life. Okay? Their life imprisonment here is about maybe 25 years. And I guarantee they might not even give him life. I keep saying it all the time here that with a good lawyer, you will be surprised. He will do 10 years, maybe less. And when he comes out, he go marry. He will have other children again. Ẹni tó kú tí ẹ gbé. So that is it, oh, my people. People keep deceiving themselves. All these Japa marriages, they keep deceiving themselves. It's because of abroad. It's abroad. It's abroad that is breaking marriage. No. It's because women don't have the courage to leave the marriage in Nigeria because they are thinking of what their church members will say. They are thinking of what their family will say. Abroad is coming abroad, or Japa is a kind of safety net for them. Somewhere where they can hide. So I'm just going to talk briefly about restraining order. I'm sharing my link if you've got something to say. I'm doing exactly 1 hour. Because there's nothing I'm going to say that we haven't said, here, over and over and over again. These things that we say it all the time now. Make a fair drink cook. Kitchen connoisseur. Hello, sis. How are you? I need to talk to you. Yeah, life should mean life. Life should definitely mean life. They need to make life to mean life. So, restraining order. Let me talk about it a little bit. This is a piece of paper that they will give you when you go to court to go and tell them for whatever reason that, so and so person has shown that, they mean to do you harm. If you've got the evidence to support it and they believe you, they give you a restraining order against that person. And they'll probably tell the person not to come within maybe 100 yards, 200 yards. I don't know, depending. Okay? But any Tory IT, somebody that is already mad, somebody that is already cuckoo, to face any jamba, somebody that already a Mongo pack that wants to do you something. Do you actually think that a piece of paper can stop them? I'm moye. How many? So what I'm saying is that if you've got a restraining order, if you think you are the only one, see, no matter how you are lying to people, you cannot lie to yourself because you got something they call conscience, and your conscience will always be telling you the truth. You cannot lie to yourself. You can pretend to other people and lie to your family that you are okay, you are all right. If not, maybe in a month, the DV is happening like 5-6 times. I don't know how many times they are putting their hands on you. You can tell your family it's only once. He's never done it since then. You can lie, but you cannot lie to yourself. So my advice to you, ladies, I'm talking to you women, because when these things happen, it's always the woman that is spied. You are the one that will assess the situation yourself. Yeah? You are the one that knows the level of risk that you are. So if you know that a restraining order is not going to be able to hold the person, then you need to disappear. Whatever it takes, if you value your life, you have to disappear. Yes. You have to disappear. Because restraining order might not be enough. In this case now, it wasn't enough. So if you are still making excuses, in most cases, we see where somebody was telling me that something happened when I was away, that we did one story, and something, there was update on it when yeah. Restraining order is just a piece of paper. What will you do to keep yourself alive? What will you do to protect yourself? What length will you go to ensure that this precious, sweet life, this life that is so sweet, of which you have so many dreams, you have so many things, you want to watch your children grow up, you want to watch your children graduate, you want to watch your children marry and give you grandchildren, you want to watch your children excel, you want to have gray hair, you want to grow old, you want to live this precious life that God has given to you. What length will you go to ensure that it is not taken away from you by a Mongo pack? That is the challenge. Yeah, that's the challenge for you. You woman that is listening to me, and you are in a DV situation. You are living with a Mongo pack. You are hiding it. You use makeup to cover all your bruises. You going to church. You'll be smiling and be doing sister. At your place of work, nobody knows. You know you cannot hide from yourself. Because you see yourself. Anytime you take off your clothes, you will see yourself. Everything, all the bags, everything they've done to you, you are seeing it. What does your life worth? What's the value? What value do you place on your life? Ask yourself that question, oh, because it might just be the question that will save you. Thank you very much, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. If I sit down to count, is it all of them we covered? We can't cover all of them. If I sit down to count the number of women this year alone, there was one time it was 3. We did at once, 3 women within a few days. It was all linked to marriage, linked to DV, linked to Mongo Park, and women who refused to leave. Okay. You alone can figure this thing out by yourself. So Sarah, if you are watching this, good luck to you. I hope your story, you said your head is already paining you, but you have headaches. I hope your story is not going to end up like this. Don't say amen. Don't be quick to turn into a prayer. Because like I said, it's not the day you pluck pancane that it will ripe. You see your own pancane, they don't pluck it already. So now you know. Hello, my darling sister. How are you?
I'm okay, and you? How are you? Good.
I'm good, love.
Good
How
to
are
have
you?
you back.
Nice to see you.
I'm all right. You brought the sun from Nigeria.
Did I bring the sun? I didn't bring the sun. Your weather is so miserable. I want to go back.
You swallowed all the sun when you came
Oh my
in.
goodness. When I see the darkness here, I just want to go back to Nigeria. I'm like, what am I doing in this country at this time of the year?
You are saving souls as you are doing. You are back at it. So
Oh
the
my
reason why I
goodness.
jumped on quickly was because I heard you talking about my favorite subject, restraining orders. So just
Yeah.
a bit of information.
Yeah.
Restraining orders normally come at the back of a conviction. You don't get restraining orders outrightly. Restraining orders come as part of a conviction. So if somebody, for instance, has been harassing you, stalking you, hitting you at home, any domestic abuse related kind of offense, you can get a restraining order. If they've destroyed property in your home and so on, you get a restraining order. And normally there are conditions that come with a restraining order. For instance, the common one is not to contact directly or indirectly Bridget. And if where there are kids, they'll normally say save for child contact through social services, a family court, and so on. So children are never an excuse to talk to a Mongo Park. They're never an excuse. The courts will make room for that. So normally they'll suggest that if there's to be contact for children, it has to be through either social services, an agreed third party, but normally through the family courts. So you go through the family courts to get child contact. And that may be either supervised contact or an order for contact. And then, so that is a restraining order. And then they can be very stringent. For instance, it can say you are not to go to that particular road or a particular area. So they can exclude you, say from London, not to go to London at all. And in order to make sure you don't go to London, they can give you a tag. That tag will ring as soon as you step your foot into London, and it will alert the police and you get arrested. Right. So there are several things that you can ask for. There are so many conditions you can ask for in your restraining order. And it can also include members of your household as well. So when it says not to contact you directly or indirectly, it means that your pastor can't contact you on his behalf. Right. Your family members, your mother-in-law, nobody is supposed to open their mouth and say, Joseph still wants you. He's sent us here to do that. That is indirect. they are breaching the restraining order, you can immediately call the
Report.
police. Report. So the good thing about a restraining order, I heard you say that it's a piece of paper, yes, but it has penal action attached to it, meaning that it can result in imprisonment, and it can be very serious imprisonment, a serious term of imprisonment.
Yeah.
So but it depends on the main thing you talked about. It depends on the person.
Yeah. So
Now
I was talking about the restraining order, weighing it with the risk that she was exposed to, because she had the restraining order, but it didn't save her life.
so let me tell you why sometimes restraining orders don't work. The most common examples that we see, which really infuriate me, women are the worst enemy of a restraining order.
Right.
When the restraining order says not to contact directly, they'll start saying, but he needs to see the children. But I needed to talk to him. The pastor said we can talk. And they invite them to breach the restraining order. They invite them to break the restraining order. If you
Right.
are really serious about a restraining order, if it's so much as coughs near you and you call the police, these days everyone is equipped with a mobile phone. If he's anywhere near you, just take a video, send it to the police. The police will do that. Bridget, every day in court, we are prosecuting people who are breaching restraining orders. And believe me, they go to jail.
Right.
You see big men crying. You lose that job that you so think is so precious because you'll be serving jail. But the main person who can safeguard and make sure that works for them is the woman.
Yeah.
Be vigilant.
And
Don't
we
mess
know how
around.
our African women are.
Exactly.
They will
That's
not
why
report, just like you said, that they are the worst. They are the ones that don't make it work.
they don't. You find that I had one time a restraining order where they were looking for this man. A neighbor reported because a neighbor happened to have been the first one to report the assaults, the beatings that were going on. And the neighbor knew that he had saved a jail term and that there was a restraining order in place. And so when she saw him coming in, she quickly called the police. She took a video from her window, saw him. We saw him walking in, opening the door, getting in. When the police came, the woman had hid him under the bed. He was holding onto the bed.
She
And she
hid
was
him.
saying he's not here. She hid him under the bed. The police had to do a thorough search in order to find him and get him out. And afterwards, she refused to provide a statement. So women are their worst enemy. So the second type of restraint that you can get, this one, it doesn't need to be at the back of a conviction. For those people who are shy of getting a conviction, or who are fearful, or who think, I can never tell the police about my husband, there's another option called a non-molestation order. Now,
Yeah.
a non-molestation order comes from the family court. Anyone can get it. You can apply for it online. You can walk into a family court and apply for it. And again, it will have the same conditions. And it doesn't have to come at the back of a conviction. It doesn't. And if you breach that, again, it comes into a criminal court and people will be prosecuted for breaching it. So anyone today, if you feel harassed, if you feel this man is giving you issues, but you don't want to go and report him for those issues, you can simply go and ask for a non-molestation order, and that will do the same thing. So those are the two types of restraints that you can get. And they're easy to get, but the other one is through a prosecution. The non-molestation order, anyone can walk into a family court. You can get it online. Google it. Familiarize yourself. If you are in that situation tonight, when we finish this program, get onto the internet, look for it. It's called a non-molestation order.
Non-molestation order. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you basically look at it, and
Whereby the risk is very high in this case, where there's disregard for either the non-molestation order or the restraining order. What's your advice for
resettlement?
Yes.
So where you feel that, and you know what, that automatically comes unless you are not truthful to those who are trying to help you out. if you are truthful and you say, I'm really fearful, I can't be here, you normally, the victim is the one who directs how
Yes.
this person is to be
Yeah, but our
protected.
sisters are always underplaying the risk. They're always undermining the risk.
That is it. If you clearly say, I'm frightened, he will come for me, he disregards laws, he doesn't follow anything, I'm frightened, I can't be here, there is no person who will keep you in that place. They will move you to another town, they will move you to another location, to a secret location. Nobody will know your address. But as I said, we're our own worst enemy. We're the ones who are going to be inviting them to come
Because we
to
always think that they
Manchester.
will never do it.
Exactly. I'm now in
Women
Manchester.
always
They
think that,
move
oh
you.
no, he can't,
Mm,
no, it will never happen until it
exactly.
happens.
Exactly. So
There's
you
a
can
thin
ask for
line, very, very
resettlement.
thin line between life. This life is very fragile.
Mm, 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 mm. So I think that's what really needs to happen, that people need to be, first of all, aware of what is available to them, but don't underplay risk, as you said.
Yeah.
Don't underplay risk. You'd better over egg it than underplay it. You know, cry and say, I'm fearful for my life, I can't leave. When the police want to go, hold on to their trousers and say, I'm not, you people can't leave me here. I'm too frightened to be here. Call them 24/7. They'll come, they'll move you out. They won't leave you there another night. You'll be moved to a place of safety. Bridget, you know about places of refuge. It
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily even have to be a refuge. They can
Yeah.
recycle you into another town or another location. If you live in the east, they can put you in the west.
Hmm.
But again, that depends on the level of danger and the risk that they feel. If the
Yeah.
risk is too high, they move you out of town.
Yeah. I don't think it's about having a realistic assessment of the
Mm.
risk that you are
Yeah.
in.
Mm.
Because you think, oh, I know this person is the father of my children. We've lain together. We've had
Mm.
sex. He won't do this to me. But it's not true. Because
Mm.
when rage takes over, people can do anything. Anybody can do anything.
Mm.
According
Mm.
to what Queen is saying now, the husband knows where they keep the keys. According to the twin brother, he went to lay ambush for her. The lady returned from night shift and met him inside the house. The children were
Mm.
in school. Isn't that just what I said when I was talking about Sarah?
Mm.
When you have somebody that is a Mongo pack that you are living with, and as soon as that person you are separated, the first thing you do is change your locks.
Change your locks. That's what I was going to say. Change
Change
your
your
locks.
locks.
Mm.
Call a locksmith. How much does it take? Highest you spend 300 pounds. You change locks, no matter how
Mm.
expensive the lock is.
Mm. Change your
Is it
locks.
what's your
And
life?
alert neighbors. Don't be ashamed. It's your life. Alert neighbors. This
Did you
man
see
is
what
not allowed
happened? He
to
was
see
lying
here.
in wait for her because he knew where the key was and he was
Mm.
waiting. She came
Yeah.
back from a night
Mm.
shift and she walked right into him.
Yeah. Tell your neighbors if you are at risk and you are afraid. Tell your
Put
neighbors.
a
This
camera in
man.
front. There are cameras
Yeah.
now that you can
Yes.
put in
Go.
front of
Yeah.
your house and you
Mm.
just go on it. I have one here. I can see my house somewhere now. If I press on it, I will see. It will
Exactly.
alert me. Somebody's at your
Mm.
door. I can see it.
Mm. Mm. And that same camera that you are putting there, that video footage, is what is used to prosecute him. Because where he starts getting to court and lying, saying, I didn't go there, the woman will just produce footage and say, weren't you there? It gives the time and the date of when he was there. It will show his face and
There are
everything
so
he did.
many cameras now. They are not even expensive, my sister. You go to
Ring
Amazon, you see
doorbell.
camera of less than £100, put in front and the back.
Mm.
Whenever there's a movement around your house, even if it's a flat, you can put it in front of your door. You see,
Yeah.
or you'll be seeing it where you are.
Yeah.
Why is
Yeah.
it that people on them they don't take this risk seriously?
Mm.
They don't.
It's also, I think, cultural that people think, oh, when I grew up, my grandfather used to hit my grandmother, and we're told that it's normal. A man will hit you at one time or another in your life, and people just accept it, and so they think it's acceptable until it gets to a point where it's too late. The next thing, you're in a body bag.
Yeah, it's too late now. 3 children left
Mm,
without parents because these
mm,
Mongo Parks don't think about the consequences. Now
mm,
there's no mother because she's going to be with the Lord, and the father is going to jail. So
mm,
the children, these are children that they are not even used to the system already. They are new in the UK. Culturally, they are still trying to adapt to a new environment. Now, suddenly, they are shoved into social services, into social care. You see the destruction. When I say that abuse ruins life, can you see the number of people their lives have been ruined? The man, the wife, 3 children.
And the larger family as well. I mean,
all because people cannot control their emotions. People cannot walk away. Is it worth it? Is it really worth it?
Wow. Anyway, it's good to have you so back, much. Bridget. And
thank you, Kitchen Corner. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow, okay? There's something I need to discuss with you. I might even call you tonight if I finish on time.
Call me.
All right. Thank you, darling.
All right. Take care. Bye,
cheers.
everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye. Yeah. So thanks to Kitchen Corner. So you're getting some ideas now about how we're talking about. I'm always big on safeguarding because I don't believe that there's anything that your life is worth your life. Nothing. So you got to protect your life. You got to protect yourself. Giving you some ideas today, depending on you alone will assess your situation to know the risk that you are in. There's a restraining order. There's a non-molestation order. It's from court. You get both of these. And then we are talking about practical steps that you yourself can take once there is DV in your relationship or marriage. That period, even if you are going to come back together, for the moment, while the emotions are still high and people are advising the man, they're advising you, everybody is involved, change your locks so that the person does not have access. Once it's gone, it's gone. Why, mommy? How now? Good evening. Hello?
Hello, Sister B.
Hey, good evening, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Greetings to you.
Welcome.
And to everyone out there. Yes, I don't really have much to say. I saw how you traveled from Nigeria, from Oron to Calabar and so on. You reminded me a lot because I passed through that way when I was still small.
Really?
Yes, there used to be a pontoon, big one, very big one, from Oron to Calabar.
Really?
So you made me see an adventure, what I missed for 50 years ago. So
oh my goodness, I showed it to you. Hey, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
So
okay.
To the program now, I don't really have much to say, like I said. What I will say, I just surface to say hello. And I have little observation in these 2 cases. I don't know, from this unfortunate case in the UK and the one in Spain. I have a little observation, but they're not the same thing. In the sense that in UK, the lady was working. In Spain, I think the man was trying to protect his family in a wrong way. You understand? That's my own observation because I heard last time you talked about it. So he was trying to protect the family, but wrongly. So that's my observation there. So I just say thank you very much. I surface. I want to submerge again. Bye-bye.
Well, mommy, you said I want to submerge. Are you a fish that you are surfacing and submerging?
Submarine.
Yeah, submarine. Okay.
Yes. All right.
Merry Christmas. So make sure you send money to your children for Christmas. So I will keep reminding you whenever we talk.
If I get the distance, I will do that, but no connection, no bank account. I'll do that. But
find out their bank account. You have access to your children. Collect their number. You are talking to them on phone. Ask them for their bank accounts.
No, Sister B, no more. Since the last one, everything is cut off. The last talk, I've never talked to them again. I don't have any listen to them.
You're not texting them anymore. I thought you were texting.
Yeah, we were texting, but a time the thing, I don't know, the thing doesn't go anymore.
So what are you going to do? Are you planning to go and see them at some point?
To be honest to you, I'm not planning to go anywhere to see anybody.
So you are just going to give up on your children?
Yeah, the children, what will I do? The children will leave. I don't want to put stress, I don't want to put stress on myself, because the children will be better. And if I start putting stress on myself, I will die quick. So I don't want that. So let it be as it is. Let me carry my cross. Let everybody carry his or her cross. That's
it's
how.
Like you moved on, no, one mommy. Abi, you don't find another person for there.
No, I'm still alone. I'm still alone.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm still alone. They're still open for her to come. If she wants to come, I'm still open for her. I don't have anybody. Okay. If I have, I will let you know.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
Take care.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back to our topic. I know you guys you won't I don't want to talk about one mommy. Uzo, how are you? Uzo, leave one mommy alone, no. You people know one mommy is my person. He can do no wrong in my eye, but I will continue to encourage him to go and see his children. My love for one mommy, nothing can change it. One mommy sang for us. You have forgotten last Christmas. We still have his album here. His LP. His LP. We still have it here that he sang for us. So, Uzo, if you don't stop, I'm not going to play that music for you this Christmas. One mommy, oh. No, we won't quarrel. Uzo, we're not going to quarrel. We won't quarrel. We won't quarrel. One mommy will do right by his children. By the grace of God, he will. Everybody is calling him my brother. One mommy is my brother. He will do right by his children. Don't worry. We will continue to encourage him. He will do right by them. By the grace of God, he will. Oh my God. So, there's not much to say again, to be honest. I've done 1 hour. It is what it is. It's a very, very sad story about this young, very beautiful woman. Imagine the stress of going to nursing school in Nigeria, qualifying, working for so many years as a nurse in Nigeria, making it here to the abroad after many years in Lasut, Abilut. Those are the government teaching hospital where they never have enough equipment or enough materials for nurses to work. But she managed to Japa, and this Mongo Park still would not allow her to enjoy or live her best life. She jackpot. I'm sure she jackpot because she wanted a better life for herself and her children. Mongo Park ma lorun. Mongo Park lorun ko won lorun. Kai. You didn't even think about the parents. No matter how the pain is, let's even assume she's a bad wife. Who out of you will agree, because your sister or your daughter, or I saw Brother Ben saying a minute ago, any man that will put their hands on my daughter, that's the end of the marriage. You see? That's how I used to feel, when it's your own flesh and blood. But if it's on social media, people feel like, oh, go call me. But you've forgotten that she's somebody's child. 3 boys. How are you going to explain to them growing up what happened to their mother and their father? All because people cannot manage their emotions. This is it. It all boils down to being able to manage your emotions. Because anger is an emotion. The feeling of rejection. Somebody was saying in the comment section that it's not all men that can take rejection. Yes. Kubrat is saying it again. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes. Men cannot take rejection, but then they can dish it to women and expect them to manage well without complaints. Yeah. So because you cannot take rejection, it means that you have to ruin so many people's lives, including your own life. Brothers, please learn to walk away. Let's learn to walk away. It might seem like you are losing a lot, but life goes on. Learn to walk away from situations that will make you do something like this. because it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. Ben is saying, why is it that UK men buy their wife a lot? It's not UK men. This one is not a UK man. It's a Nigerian man. It was somebody that just came to UK less than 1 year. Is this, how are you calling him a UK man? It's not UK man. This thing is everywhere. It's happening everywhere. It's happening in America. It's happening in Nigeria. It's happening in Canada. Everywhere is a pandemic. DV is a pandemic on its own. It's like an epidemic inside a pandemic. Since this pandemic, it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse. Okay, I'm rounding up now. Brother Ben, you always wait for when I'm about to go, then you now jump in. I said I'm doing 1 hour, 1 hour meeting, so you have 2 minutes. Welcome.
Yeah, because I always want you to end with some bass boast now, Auntie B. Hey, this is
I'm bringing your man. I'm bringing your man's story. Nina Lowo, he's found love again. I'm bringing the story. I know you are a fan. In fact, you have a man crush on him.
Let my paddy rest. Oh, my paddy need to enjoy his life.
I'm not letting him rest. Oh, it's not me. It's the one that brought himself on social media. So he wants to join. Let's help him.
Auntie B, the new babe fine now. The guy need to showcase the babe.
Your old wife no fine. Your old wife fine well now.
He replace her with another one. We be like her now.
At least we know in love language now. To hold hand, now be long language. You can't do like this.
Auntie B, leave my guy alone, Auntie B.
I said, now your love language now to hold hand. That's why they hold the wife hand up and down before. So they hold the hand up and down before you will know. You can't write a pistol. Now you don't start to hold his hand again. You don't start to hold hand again.
Anyway, make I just put my 1 minute in real quick. My 1 minute beside I want to take a find trouble before I run come on for here. Why be say na UK men they buy their wife the most? What is it about UK that when they get there, that's when they begin to show the evil side of them? Like, I don't get it. I know it happens in US and some other places, but UK own is alarming. What is the problem, Auntie B?
I don't think you are keeping an eye on the figures. It's happening too much in the US as well. It's everywhere, my brother. It's not UK. These people just came to the UK. It's not even up to 1 year. It's not even up to 1 year. So technically, they are Nigerians. They are still in, they are just trying to settle down. You see, I was thinking about it the other day. Do you know that if you already have a situation whereby the marriage is very, very, it's complicated. Let me use that word in Africa. There is a lot of pressure when you japa. That's added pressure. And that's why these things tend to happen very quickly when they japa. Because now, unlike, Nigerian setting is different now. The way marriage is conducted. They say the woman are nurse. They go shift, they go work. I don't know whether the uncle they work or which kind of work they do. Bills, children, trying to settle in. Now added pressure. It's added pressure. Yeah, it's worse in the US. Maybe you are not following the news. It's even worse. Naija is on top of that as well. Ben, it's not a UK thing. Are you still there? Beno. I say Ben, don't go. Okay. I just wanted to ask that question. Why is it so much in the UK? A lot of people are saying that it's worse in the US. Shola is saying it's worse in the US. I don't think Ben is following the US news. It's worse in America. Yeah, it's everywhere, to be honest. It's everywhere. May God help us. They already had issues in Nigeria. Japa was just added pressure to it, to be honest. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much, everybody. Give us a thumbs up. I am back. I'm not sure if I can do the story of Nina Lowo tomorrow because we have Christmas dinner. And I want to show my face. I've been working with some people that I haven't seen physically for God knows how long. Like, we've not seen each other. So I want to go and do baby in my workplace tomorrow. Let me even see those people that were always emailing back and forth. They have Christmas dinner tomorrow. I'm going to go. So I'm not sure if I will be able to do it tomorrow. If I can't do it tomorrow, then definitely we'll do it Saturday or thereabouts. But anyway, let's watch out. Just watch out and see when I can do it. But I definitely like to do it. Let's talk about Nino Luwu. The lesson for today's show is that women, you alone can assess your situation. If you are going through DV, you alone can thoroughly assess your situation. So you will know. And don't you underestimate any situation to say that, he can't do it. He can't do it. Remember what I said. Not be the day where then pluck pancane. Not be that day they ripe. Oh. If you want ripe, you go ripe when you don't know. You go just wake up, see, say you don't ripe. Àbọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ là ń sọ fún ọmọlúàbí tó bá dénú ẹ̀ àdòdìdì. Make we use our tongue take out our teeth. Oh, your life is important. God gave you a life for you. In fact, I think very strongly that God will be very, very angry with anybody that, knowing that they are not safe, expose themselves and their children to this Mongo pack and the evil called DV. If they don't like you, heaven will not be happy with you. Because especially if you're in the abroad, you have opportunities for you to save yourself. You cannot say, my family will not take me back. My family this, my church this. Life is much more important. Yeah, life is much more important. Yeah. It is well. May God help us. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you've not done so. Yeah, I'll speak to you in my next one. It's not about whether it's happening more, where it's happening more. Ben, you are trying to deviate from the main issue. The main issue that people should stay alive, even when marriage is no work. We should learn to walk away from unhealthy marriages. It's not about where it's happening more. When you are bringing the issue of where it's happening more, whether it's Nigeria or here, it's like you are not focusing on what is important regarding this topic. It's not trivial. We are talking about human life. This is not a trivial matter. It's very, very serious. So please, this is somebody's child. This is somebody's mother. This is somebody's sister. And this her story, as sad as it is, we are just focusing on it and talking about it so that it can save other people. Because some other people will not live until they see this kind of a thing. Yeah. So that's a distraction. It doesn't matter. It's happening everywhere. May God help us. Thanks, everybody. Yeah. Let's focus on the lessons and what we can learn. A kitchen connoisseur was here earlier on and gave us some vital information. Because don't forget that some people are listening. They don't say anything. They don't call in. They don't even chat. They are hiding, but they are listening. So we don't want them to come and listen and all they are hearing is, oh, maybe it's UK is happening, it's Nigeria is happening. It's happening all over the world. The important thing is that what can you learn that can help you in your own situation if you are going through something like this? It is well. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.